very special guest today is Mrs. Winnie Anderson Brown. Hope I pronounced her name correctly, or she will fire me. And you come here laughing at me. I don't like that, you know. How you do?
I am thankful and wonderful. And you said my name right. How can you get Winnie wrong? It's not possible.
Because
And
I can, you know how I
and you
can get
know
it wrong?
Brown.
Because I'm not a Winnie, I'm a Lucy. That's why I can get it wrong. It's good to
No, you're
have you.
not, or else I would not be in your presence.
I heard you. No,
Thank you.
you are
Good to be
championing.
here.
Yeah, it's great to have you. You are championing something which I can tell you. You have literally thousands of persons out there who have been complaining, hoping for a change. And I want to commend you as a citizen because not very many persons are willing to speak up. We suffer quietly and we feel that, oh Lord, we're too old to get involved. No, no, thank you, no think so at all. And we're talking about that life certificate, which is a document which pensioners, NS pensioners, I know the government pensioners who get their pensions through the Accountant General's department, they have to complete that. I think is it every quarter, Winnie?
Yes, you have two different times
Yeah.
for the Accountant General's Department. That's
Yes.
every quarter, four
Every
times a
quarter.
year, and for NIS it is three times.
So I wonder why there's a difference. Isn't this, are they both government
Well,
departments?
what I know is that for NIS they
Yes.
never used to do that. What they used to do, they would go out in the field and verify. So they did not require life certificates. So they I am going to say that I take responsibility for saying that they copied what the Accountant General Department was doing and modified it a bit.
But hold on. You went to school, right? And you know about copying, right?
No.
You don't know about copying. You know about copying. Well, guess what? One of the things about copying, is when somebody copy the answer out of your book. And they not only copy the answer, but they even copy your name. So I,
Okay.
I,
But they
I do
didn't do that.
I hope not.
Skilled.
But it's clear to me that if you're going to look at another system, you should probably come up with a new system or improved system. But based on the information that I'm getting, this is not so. My understanding is that that life certificate, they require you to do it to ensure that you are still alive. Now, I will tell you, anybody can sign it for you.
Yes.
I'll get a JP and says you and send it in. You know that, right? You still there?
I don't know
You're still
that, but I
thinking.
know that that is possible.
It is
Yes,
possible,
I
so I'll
am
tell you.
still here.
Yes,
I'm
it is
still
possible
here.
because I am sure
Yes, it is
that,
possible and
yeah,
highly probable. Yes.
exactly. Now, if you're only getting, I know it's monkey money, if you're getting monkey money as a pension, and the penalty for defrauding the government is probably all 20 years or more, you think anybody's going to try that? Nobody will. So I'm just putting it to you that we are wasting time having everybody sending these life certificates. All you have to make sure that when you catch the first one, you probably end up with all 20 years. And when I say 20 years, I don't mean you're going to sit down. I mean you're going to work and pay for your upkeep. So that's the first thing we need to have in place. Now, I'm sure you probably have some ideas because I think this life certificate is outdated. We're jumping up and making noise
I
about,
want I would not just say it is outdated. That
yeah.
is mild. It is unjust. It is
Huh?
cruel. It is inhumane. And it is wrong to be asking the people who can never be guilty of the offense of collecting money when they are dead to bear the brunt of this burden. They can never benefit. So that target group, should never have to suffer that way. I feel that strongly about it. So it is not just that it is inconvenient, it is
Yes.
oppressive. I'm not talking about the psychological effect of it yet. I'm not even touching there, where you have to
Mhm.
tell people that you're not dead yet. Every time you have to be telling people you're not dead yet. I'm not touching that part of it, but I am
Mhm.
saying whoever came up with it, they did not think that the people who have to do this, they can never be guilty of what they're trying to prevent. So why oppress these people?
I guess what they are saying is that somebody else could collect that money. But let me ask you something. If the money
Yes,
goes to your account
yes, let me let
and you are the only person
yes,
that has that account, which is what they need to stipulate, then if the money goes to that account, well, for one, that's why I support the registration of births and deaths and the national identification system. Then if you
yes,
die,
yes,
then the system should trigger a message to the NS and to the Accountant General's Department to say that you are no longer alive. So it means, therefore, if we
right.
use the technology, then there's only to be sending all these little papers, and it must quite cost quite a bit to be sending all these papers.
Yes, yes, but I am insisting
Yes.
that the people, you cannot, you if they send the money and you are dead, your death is registered, so you cannot collect the money after you are dead. So then they should not punish the people who can never collect the money
But what had happened, though, is that the money would
as a
keep on going to your
preventative
account.
measure.
It will continue to go to your account. But the way to deal with that is that if it goes to your account, you should be the only person who can collect money from that account. So it can't go anywhere else. So if you die, they should be able to, well, we mentioned about having the registrar of births and deaths submitting that information and having a direct link. But also, if it goes to an account, you can get back that money. And
Yes,
yes,
yes. And if any, the account is not such that you cannot tell who collected the money, whatever that, because I can't collect it. Once a person is dead, the
yes,
date of death is there. So
right,
whatever happens after can be traced. So why is
exactly.
it? Yes, if that can be traced, why are you oppressing the person who can never collect it afterwards? So in principle, I think it is wrong. In order to solve the problem, you should never have to be punishing those persons who can never do what you are trying to prevent. That's
And can
one thing. That's
can you
one
imagine
thing.
those persons who are at home that are able to move about? Come on.
Yeah, I can. I do more than imagine. I,
Yeah.
I I meet with some of these people. Some people have dementia. Some people are in nursing
Oh, by the
homes.
way, let me stop you right there. If I was in the banking system, I would happy for my customers getting dementia. You know why? You
They
know why?
forget.
Oh, when I forget the money, all 20,
Yes.
30 millions there, offer me that. You
So
understand why the dormant account system, you understand why you guys are suffering. You understand why the banks don't want to put contact information on your account. So when you suffer from dementia and you forget about the account, it sit there. And if people are alive, their money go missing. Can you imagine those who suffer from dementia and those who have died? My
oh
imagination is wild.
oh
So
no,
what we're
oh
saying then
my.
is that the government working with us because we need to have a discussion starting now about getting rid of this outdated, whatever what you call oppressive, whatever word you use,
Yes. Unjust
unjust, wicked
system. Yes.
for
So
pensioners.
but we need to point out, and this
Yes,
is where I'm really flabbergasted. When it was said that with the
yes,
advent of NIDS in the 2023 sectorial debate,
right.
Floyd Green, I can call his name because it was out in the public domain. He said, with the advent of NIDS, they are bringing all systems together so that pensioner they would do away with the life certificate issue. What happened to that? Nobody remembered that when the prime minister was talking about an app that shows a disconnect between those who are governing and the governed. How could you choose an app for this purpose rather than linking the records as was proposed? And what happened to that proposal? No one
But
seems
you
to be
sound as if
asking
you are
about
more
it.
computer literate than they are. Probably you
No,
should not be a pensioner. Probably you should be a
but
consultant.
they already. I am more. I am concerned about the issue.
Yes.
I have been concerned about this issue for over 15 years. But most people tell me that they have written about it. They what they have written that has been
No,
published in
you
both
don't worry about that, you
newspapers.
see. Now worry about what them tell you. You're going to fight till you go to the grave.
No, I'm
And if
telling you why I
yeah.
mentioned that. Why I mentioned that
Mhm.
is that people have put this on the table before and it died a natural death.
No,
I
I'm not
am
going
not
to die
prepared
this
for
time.
that.
No.
I
By
am
the
not
way, I'm
prepared
going to
for
have to
that.
go now. I only have a few,
Yes.
probably a minute left. The
Yes.
ministers are going to get a copy of this recording, and the prime minister is
Yes.
going to get a copy of it.
Please.
And I'm going to do other things, though you cannot go to sleep unless I have to go to sleep. And all of us have to go to sleep one day. And sometimes I
Yes.
feel my time is sooner than I think. I'm laughing, but it's not a laughing matter. It's a serious.
No, we never know.
You never know. So you have the spirit. The only problem I have with you can will that spirit to some of the young people because Lord, there's many of them are the living dead. They're not the fighters like you. So any final point? I'm going over time. Any final point you want to make? And this is not final. This is only final for today. You'll be back on again because we're going to fight this one.
Okay, the final point I want to make is that
Yes.
I would just love everyone. This is not an old people business, it's a people business.
But you don't look old to
Everybody.
me.
The only way to avoid getting old is to die young. So it's everybody's business, not
Oh,
just old people's business.
I hope that you don't have copyright on that one. The only way to get rid of being old is to die young. You see, my head I get bad already. I hope I don't forget it. I love that one. Listen, you have a wonderful day. You are definitely the fighting person that we want to see in Jamaica. Too many people, they sit down, take everything, and when they head take them around, go on Black Road and Bontown. That's not the way to do it. Thank you very much, Winnie Anderson Brown. I love your spirit. We'll
Bye.
be talking
Bye
again.
to you and your listeners. Thanks for having me.
Have a wonderful day. You're listening
Thanks.
to Spot On with Vernon Darby. Yes, that was Mrs. Winnie Anderson Brown.